All right, so welcome everyone. We are live. I am Bridget Bartlett. Today is our weekly Q&A day, so all of my members get to join us for our weekly Q&A session. You do need to be a member to get access to the Zoom meeting, but you can, of course, watch live on YouTube, Facebook, Facebook group, Twitter, LinkedIn, everywhere. Okay. I do want to show you how you can join our weekly Q&A session if you are a member. So let me get logged in. Actually, let me go to my website here. I'm going to share my screen. And if you are a member, well, first of all, if you're not a member, I definitely encourage you to join, especially now, because we do have a limited time offer of unlimited licenses to our AI Ads Manager. So definitely go to myvisionagency.com. You can check out more about our program and all of the resources here. You do have 4 ways to join. Okay. So you can join as a lifetime partner. So you're going to get access to all of our resources and all that for life. You can click here. There is a buy now, pay later option as well. You can also sign up for HighLevel to create an account. You can upgrade to SaaS through me. It does not change your sponsor, or you can become a reseller of White Label Suite. Okay. So these are the options currently right now. So if I always get people, I explain that, and then people always say, well, what if I'm on the SaaS plan? They're already on this HighLevel SaaS plan, and you don't have to have a HighLevel account to join, even though it'll be a lot easier for you because all of our resources are built on HighLevel. But if you are already on the HighLevel SaaS plan, you can join the lifetime plan or through White Label Suite. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to go up to the top of the website. If you are already a member, you're going to click login, and then you're going to be prompted to log in to our membership area. If you are a certified partner, you'll see that I did post the Zoom link here today. Also, you can always go to the Zoom support inside the learning tab there. If you are a visionary member, you'll see that I did post the Zoom link there, as well as you can go to the Zoom support here. You may want to make sure to click on the weekly Q&A, not open office hours. The weekly Q&A is what we do on Fridays. Okay. So the next thing that I wanted to share with you, let me let Tracy in here. The next thing that I wanted to share with you, you guys will see that I created a support option. I'm going to go ahead and refresh the screen. So if you guys need support, okay, from me, and a lot of times you need support with your like white label tools or HighLevel or whatever, what you want to do, the absolute best place to go, because this is going to keep it sorted since we have so many tools and resources. What you want to do is go into any of my websites, myvisionagency.com, bridgetbartlett.com, even inside the course area, anywhere that you see this little chat widget, you're going to see the option to contact support. So you'll see a form here. Okay. So this form goes right into my HighLevel account. This is really, really helpful for me. And I tell you guys this not because I'm wanting to use so much to make it easier for me, even though that's a bonus. I'm telling you this because you guys also have clients. And I just want to show you kind of what I have created to help streamline the support process for you guys. But also I want you to be thinking about how you can incorporate this. So I'm going to show you the back end of this form and how you can kind of segment all of this based on the questions. So I'm capturing the contact information, and I want to make sure to get the account email address. Okay. And then which team do you need support from? So My Vision Agency, HighLevel, White Label AI Ads, or the White Label Suite. And then also link to the video showing the issue you're experiencing. I cannot tell you how important a video is. If you guys are ever contacting me for support, it is so much easier if you share a video. And if you're doing the video, it's better to use like Loom or SendSpark or something like that, where you actually have a link that you can share instead of trying to like download the video, because then when you share that, every single person who views it has to download the video. When you're working with multiple support teams, it's just really almost impossible to deal with a downloadable link or a downloadable video. So we really need a link here. Okay, so you can use Loom or SendSpark or whatever you want to do. So basically what we're doing is choose the support team, and then here's the video. But what do we do with that once the info has been captured? Okay, so you can see this is what the back end of the form looks like. And once the form's been submitted, you'll see the options here. We're just going to send a message saying we've received your support request and have forwarded it to the appropriate team to assist you. Okay, so now the automation part, now this looks scary, but it's actually really, really simple and super, super helpful. Okay. So the trigger of our workflow here is going to be when the form is submitted. Okay. Anytime a form is submitted, it automatically creates a contact, and all the information from the form goes into that user's contact profile. Okay. So what we want to do as soon as that form is submitted, we are clicking on, let me make sure that I let all the rest of you guys in here. So sorry. I'm sharing my screen. It's hard to see when people are needing let in. Okay. So the very first question that we're asking here is, which team do they need support from? Because that's the question that we asked in our form that's going to segment the information. Okay. So if the answer is My Vision Agency, we're going to branch off into a whole section over here. Okay. If the answer is HighLevel, we're going to create another branch here. If the answer is Play or White Label Ads, we're going to answer or branch off here. And then, of course, White Label Suite. And then if there's no answer or it doesn't meet any of the qualifications, we always have like this dump folder here, okay, where everything else goes. Okay. Now, when we are choosing the if-else conditional logic here for the answer of a form, okay, all you need to do is just make sure to go into, because I'll work this backwards, okay? So we're going to click here. We're going to go to contact details, because remember, if we're trying to pull in information that is an answer to something on a form, it's going to be in contact details, all right? So when we click on contact details, we have all the standard forms in a contact. However, if you scroll down here, you'll see custom fields. These are the ones that we've created. So you know if you create that custom field, it's automatically going to be down here. So from my selections down here, I'm looking for the one that says, which team do you need support from? So I'm choosing that question there, and I can choose, is it going to be, is this answer I'm going to choose is not empty, or is empty. Okay, I'm going to choose is because I want to choose the exact answer. And then I'm choosing the answer selected from the list. Okay, so the question is, which team do you need support from? And the answer is going to be My Vision Agency membership in this branch. Okay, so if this person answers this in the form, then it's going to trigger this branch. Okay, so that's how all of those things are set up. So once you figure out your branches, then it's just a matter of, okay, so they've submitted the form, and now we want to know, okay, they said that they needed a request or support for their My Vision Agency membership. Okay, so now I have another branch here. So I want to know, are they actually a member? Because if they're not a member, obviously we have different information that we want to give them. If they are a member, then we have specific information that we want to give them, right? So for example, if I'm saying, is this person a member of our program? If they are, they're going to have this tag. Okay. So then the next thing that I want to do is, if they are a member, it's going to go down this yes branch because they have the tag, and it's going to create a task for me because I've assigned it to myself that is due right now. And it's going to have the support video, and it's going to auto fill in the link here. Did you have a question? So because we're using a custom value here for the link from that form, it is going to pre-fill that in. So now when I have this task created, it's going to be attached to the profile. And then also in that task, it's going to pre-fill in the link that was pasted on the form. Okay, so super, super cool. I hope you guys are really excited about this, because I literally was just building this and I was like, I have to tell them how to do this because this is super cool. So this is what we want to do now. We're going to send, of course, a support email, like auto reply email, to our support request. Okay. Now, if they have filled out that form and they are not actually a member, what we're going to do is we're going to send them an email and it's going to say support request rejected. And of course, we're using custom values in here. So we're saying we've received your support request for, and we're using a custom value again, and we're pre-filling in whatever they selected. So in this case, it would say My Vision Agency membership. However, we do not have a customer with the name or with that name or email address you entered in the form. To verify, you entered the email address, and I'm using contact email, right? Because it's coming from whatever that contact was that filled out the form. Okay, so whatever email that they filled the form out with is what it's going to put here. But also remember that this email is what went through our conditional logic to say, no, this email address is not associated with the member. So if this was an error, please complete the form again and submit your request with the correct email if you'd like to sign up or find out more information regarding, and then I'm using that custom value again, you can check out our website at. Okay, so this is basically the same email. I could literally, and I did, copied and pasted this email into all of my none sections because no matter what tool it is, that email, when it went through my conditional logic, did not recognize that they were a member. Okay, so then again, I have basically the same automation that I copied and pasted here, except now the question is, are they a member of HighLevel? If they are, they're going to have one of these two tags. If they're not, they're going to end up in the dump folder. So again, I'm creating a task for myself with that, that link so that I can forward it to the correct team. Okay, now, you guys, what's really, really cool, I didn't get that far in this, okay? But what's really, really cool is you could actually set this up now to where you could notify a team member or you could send this information to a completely different person, okay? So let's say that here I wanted to send this email to or actually, instead of saying that, since that's my business, let's say that here I wanted to send, when they have a support request, I wanted to just automatically forward this email to a support person. I could just choose email. If it's external, I would want to choose internal notification if it was a team member. And then I could literally use custom values here and just send them like, this person needs request or needs support. And then I could start using these custom values here, right? Because it's pulling in, again, from their contact info. So I could put name, I could put their account email address, I could put the link to the video. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down now. I'm in contact, custom fields, and please provide the link to the video. Okay. How awesome is that, you guys? Now, this can all be done automatically, right? So when the form gets submitted, if I have this being sent to the correct support team, when this gets submitted, it's literally segmenting out, are they a registered member? If they are, we're going to forward that request to the appropriate team. If they're not, we're going to send them an email to let them know that we did not recognize them in case it's a mistake. And then we're also going to send them info about how they can actually sign up for whatever it is that they selected. Okay, so I'm done sharing that with you guys. So what do you guys think about that? Are you ready to start implementing all of these strategies into your workflows in the next 5 minutes? That's what I want to know.
Yes, absolutely. I love the
I'm
workflows.
waiting 4 minutes.
I
I
figured.
love the workflows. I'm playing in the demo account now, and I'm like, ooh, this is great.
I know. It's so cool. It's also really great if you're a solopreneur. Like these kinds of things are so, so important if you're trying to really, even if you're not a solopreneur, just having these types of things in place are going to make your life so easy. Love it. I see one hand up, and that is Mr. Ray. How can I help you?
Okay, I lowered it. I was just asking along that line, can the link be a Dropbox link? I deal a lot with Dropbox and I share.
The thing with Dropbox, well, as long as it's one where you don't have to download the video, that's the issue. You never want to share a support video that they have to download because it's usually going to multiple different people. And
Okay.
so, for example, let me just show you this. Okay. Let's say that you contact me and you're like, hey, Bridget, I signed up under your affiliate link, but I don't see, I didn't get access. Okay. So, or some type of issue, right? Or let's say that you're like, hey, I'm having an issue with white label, the AI ad system, right? Well, you send that video to me, and then what's going to happen is I'm going to then forward that information to the team, right? The play team, and then we're going to be corresponding with this. They may even, my contact person may forward that to their like developer, right? And then the developer is going to be looking at that too. So now all of these people are having to get your folder, open it up, download the video, wait for it to process, then look at the video. Now they have your video on their computer. It's just a big hassle. So as long as it's not like a video that you have to download, but honestly, in this marketing world, if you're not using Loom or SendSpark or something like that, you're wasting a whole bunch of time.
Okay.
Loom is free, SendSpark is free. I mean, there's all of these like screen recorders that have links. There, most of them have a free plan you can use.
Okay.
Makes it really easy too, because those tools have like a browser extension. So you just install the browser extension, and then when you need a support, you just click start recording, and then you can click to share. It's really fast and easy. Janai, how are you?
Hey, hello, hello. I've been MIA, but I've been just looking today at your was it the play information about the white label offer you had? And I was just in the middle of the video. I'm like, oh my God, it's 2 o'clock. Let me jump on here. But is that still available?
Yep. We have, I think the last I checked, we had the licenses were in the teens. So we have 50 unlimited licenses total. So definitely, if you have not, and that's for anyone here, if you are a member already, or even if you're interested in becoming a member or signing up, whether for HighLevel, upgrading to SaaS, or signing up for White Label Suite, definitely go to myvisionagency.com and sign up. If you're a member, go into the learning tab, go to onboarding. Let me show you here. And make sure that you upgrade, because once those unlimited accounts, those 50 are gone, they won't be available probably ever again from anyone on the planet. So go to My Vision Agency, go to the learning tab, go to your onboarding. You can see how to use the tool and all that stuff, but you want to go down here for instructions for high-level agencies and go through the setup instructions. There's a video here to help you. If you guys already, before the training yesterday, if you guys already like did your onboarding and then I added all of those things yesterday, go to the post right here that I talked about all of that, and you'll see step-by-step instructions of how you can do the update. And there's also even after open office hours yesterday, I walked through it again with more detail, and I took the clip there and added it there. So you guys should really have no issues with that. So what you're going to do is if you've already received the onboarding and you did not do yesterday's update, there's instructions right here. You're going to click there. You're going to go into the onboarding. You don't need to complete the form. All you need to do is import the new snapshot, and then you want to follow those instructions that I showed you in the post. Okay.
Bridget, how much would you normally charge a client to do ads using that type of system?
You know, I talked about this yesterday. So if you missed that training, definitely, I literally went into great detail about all of this and all the options that we have available. Because what you charge, and I know you guys who hear me every day, you're like, oh, somebody asked about this again. But what you charge is going to be based on you. Okay. I can't tell you what to charge, because you should be using these solutions for your own business, right? You should be creating packages based on whatever it is that you're offering. So if you are a health coach and you have all of these same tools everybody has, how can you position these tools to your clients who are needing you know, as I'm sure they need ads, and I'm sure they need websites and funnels and all of those things. So how can you position that to them? How can you formulate an offer that's perfect for them? Right. So if you are, let's say that you're just like, I don't want to do all of this. I just really honestly want to be a software reseller. I don't want to have to like do services or any of that. I explained in that video which templates you would want to choose to make sure that you're automating as much as possible, whether you want to lead with the AI ads or you want to lead with your HighLevel account, or you want to add a package in there that maybe provides like templates and setups and whatever else, like a done for you service. All of those things are packages that you want to utilize these features of, because we certainly don't want Tracy's agency to be exactly the same as Frankie's agency and Terrence's agency, because then we're running into the same problem that everyone has right now, which is everyone's reselling white label HighLevel. How do you stand out in the crowd? How do you differentiate yourself? How do you make sure that you're not competing on price, which is the fastest race to the bottom? How do you compete with value? That's what we want to do.
Right, right. Real quick, Terry is messaging me. He's trying to get in. He can't get in through the Q&A section. I don't know.
Okay, Terry, I walked through this in the beginning. You want to go to your membership area? Maybe, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, because I know that some of you guys, you got an upgrade and some of you may be having issues with that. So I'm going to add this time, I'm going to add the Zoom link in the chat directly, even though I don't really like to do that. I'm going to just a second. Okay, so I'm going to add the Zoom link to the meeting in that post in the group. Okay, so if you guys cannot get access to that module for whatever reason, I'm adding the direct to Zoom link to the comment of that post. So go there, get logged in. Okay, Terrence? Your hand
Make
is
sure
up.
I'm unmuted here. Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Let's see. First, I want to thank you for the restream event. Little tactic that saved me a heck of an amount of time.
Yay.
And I got sent out for like you say, however far I want to go out in time. So that's good. So I want to thank you for that, because that was kind of messy. All right. So now this question is probably going to be a little multi-layered, because it's been such a while. I'm pretty much like following your blueprint, right? Of like the going live and having the Q&A. Let me ask you a question, because it's been so long. So if I'm a new user, right, a new person, and I just find you on Facebook or YouTube, right, and I look at your training, and then you know how you have your end screen, you say, hey, join me, jump on Zoom for Q&A, go to Bridget Bartlett, right? Does that person have to first become a member to get to the Zoom?
No.
Like once they go to Bridget, what happens? I forgot, because it's been so long.
So we'll just funnel hack me. How does that sound? So if I say that, okay, let's walk through that customer journey where they're like, okay, they're watching the YouTube video and they're like, oh, okay, well, she just said that I could join open office hours. So I'm going to go to bridgetbartlett.com and I'm going to join open office hours. So they're going to see this here and then they're going to see, oh, okay, join open office hours. So they're going to go here. And then they're going to see that they can join and they can join here. Okay. So this is for non-members because everyone can join open office hours. So they submit their info here and then we send an email with the Zoom link, and that's how everyone can join open office hours. So what's cool about that, one, when you're registering people like that, which you always want to do, you're able to follow up with them. You can even build automations like I have, where if you join open office hours and you it's over at 3 p.m. every day, right? So if you join open office hours, it's going to wait until after 3 p.m. and then it's going to send you a link, and it's going to be all the information about our team and things like that. And even like an AI recording of the conversation and a summary and all of that. So that's what everyone gets. Now, if you're a member, you don't have to do all that. You can just go to your membership area and click on open office hours and join. But that's the way that we want to segment that, because if you're not a member, I definitely want to follow up with you, not just for marketing reasons, but also you obviously joined because you had a question about something. So a lot of times people will do that, and then I'll think, oh, there's that video I couldn't find. So then I want to forward it to them. So there's lots of reasons why. Plus, sometimes people are super, super spammy and they want to come in the community and start pitching their business. And sometimes you need to block people. And so when you have a form like that, you're able to segment the list like I just showed before, and you're able to say, do they have this block list tag? If they do, then send them an email saying, no, you're blocked. Or if they don't, then send them the Zoom link.
Okay. Yep. That makes a lot of sense. So it's pretty much like you've made your Q&A kind of like a lead magnet, because that's like your exchange for their information is you get to come to the Q&A, and then you can tag.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because here's the thing, right? People, you want to be available. So here's what happened before. Here's the whole reason why I came up with this open office hours. One, HighLevel was doing it, and I thought that was genius. But the reason I thought it was genius is because before, what I was doing is what everybody does, is I was booking appointments for demos and like, oh, if you want to sign up with HighLevel, go ahead and book a demo. And then, I was doing all that everybody does. But then I started realizing, like, really, in the position I was, people just really want free coaching. And it wasn't really about HighLevel at all. And I was wasting a huge amount of time. So I was like, well, this doesn't make any sense. And also me as a customer, I don't like to have to book appointments. I'm busy. We're all busy. I don't want to book an appointment for like a week because I have a question about something. I just want to ask. So in thinking about all of this, right, when this was going on, I'm signing up with HighLevel and I'm seeing they have open office hours. What a genius solution. I can just every day after the live training, I can be available for my members and non-members at this time every single day. And if they have a question, they can just hop in. Maybe it's about they're a member and it's about their tools. Maybe they're a member and they can't get logged in for some reason. Maybe they're interested in joining, and then they can come in and ask all those questions that they needed to ask that they couldn't find somewhere to ask me, right? The beautiful part is all of my awesome members usually do all the selling for me and then sign up those people who aren't signed up because they have so many nice things to say, which is incredibly empowering or incredibly powerful when you're the person thinking about signing up for something and you go to open office hours and everybody's like, oh my gosh, you have to join. It's so great. So many great things about open office hours. Highly encourage it.
Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome. I'm not sure who's next. I think I saw Tracy's hand up next. You guys correct me if I'm wrong.
That's Frankie's next.
Okay, Frankie.
Yes. Concerning the license that you're giving out, the 50 license, I know you said you're down to the teens, and right now I'm in the process of getting the transfers completed and all that. So then, does that mean that one of the licenses is kind of reserved in my account because I'm working on getting everything transferred? And I say that because it has been quite an ordeal to get all of my information, sites, domain transferred from Bluehost to Cloudflare. In fact, I have one right now that's pending. And even though I bought it through Bluehost, it says, well, not it, Cloudflare says that I need to approve it through Network Solutions. And that doesn't.
So I thought last time we spoke, you were going to just buy a new domain through Cloudflare and get it all set up with that. Did you not want to do that?
Say that again.
The last time we spoke, you said that you were just going to buy a new domain in Cloudflare and then just get it all set up. Did you not do that?
Yeah, I did that, and that's done. So that works for me, and I believe you'll be able to um, put the snapshot in that. But I guess I'm asking another question in reference to all of this as well, and that is a different domain that I'm also going to be using.
So
And
we only need one domain for the white label lead system, the AI tools. So definitely just use the Cloudflare domain and fill out that onboarding so that you can get your licenses. I mean, I can say, Frankie, yeah, I'm going to hold one for you. But I don't want to encourage you to just prolong it for life. So I'm going to say
exactly.
I'll hold one for you for 7 days, but I won't do it later than that because I want to make sure that you do it. Also, I want to be fair to everyone else because I'm not going to hold licenses for anybody else, only Miss Frankie, because you had that issue. But use the Cloudflare use the domain that you already have in Cloudflare. Don't even wait. Don't worry about transferring. Just use that, fill out the onboarding, and then let's get your white label system set up. And then you can take however long you want to.
Okay, and the onboarding form is a little bit different from the previous onboarding form. So this new one is the one that you're looking for, the one that you set down to us. Is that right?
Yep. Yeah, that's our new one.
Okay. Okay, will do. Well, I believe I'm on par then with that because I can use that domain that I've already set up. But I
Yeah.
was getting everything moved over in the process. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome. Tracy?
Okay, so same thing. I just wanted to clarify in the domain. So I have my active working sub account that I'm using for my team. So when I set this AI thing up, should I open a new sub account that's specifically just for that with its own domain?
So anytime that you're adding tools like this, you don't want to, because really this isn't a new business, okay? This is just an extension of your business. So you have HighLevel, and then you also have white label AI ads within your HighLevel account. Okay, so when it comes to the domain is not connected to HighLevel at all in any way whatsoever. So it doesn't matter where you're putting the domain or whatever. You just want to follow those steps in the onboarding. It's just simply entering in the record and then submitting the form.
But that's where whoever I'm going to have use it is going to log in for that platform, right?
Yeah, when we connect the white label domain, that's going to be the domain that's connected to, that's your system. So it's going to be ads dot whatever that domain that you submit on the onboarding form is.
So I should set up a new domain or not set up a new domain?
It's your choice. Whatever domain you use, it's going to be ads dot whatever you submit.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Terry?
Hi, ma'am.
Oh, you muted yourself.
It keeps saying you don't have access. So that's what was going on with mine. Where I was going in my membership. I got access to certain things, but when I click on the Q&A part, it says you're not granted access. So just want you to know.
Yeah, when you guys are getting like your upgrade, that process of the upgrade, and again, this is one of these things that I just go overboard to explain, not because you guys don't understand, but because I want you to know like the system and what's happening so that you can know if this ever happens to you, you can resolve it. So when you guys are experiencing that, what's happening is there are 2 different offers. So there's the previous offer inside that membership area where the courses are, okay? So we have one offer and that has like all the previous training and all of that stuff, okay? Then we have the new offer, which has the white label AI ads. So when you guys upgrade, what happens on the back end of the system is it removes your access to the previous offer and it grants you access to the new offer. So if you don't log out and log back in, then you could potentially have those types of issues. So always do, if you're experiencing that, always do clear cookies, log out, log back in. If you're still experiencing that, you could definitely go to our new support chat widget thing there, and then submit the form and let me know that, that's happening. All we need to do is just reset your access, meaning here's the solution. You go into, like I'm right now, I don't want to show Terry's information, but I'm going to go into Terry's profile. I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom where it says select offers, and I'm going to remove the offer that's in Terry's profile, and then I'm going to select it again. And that usually will, like, if Terry logs out and logs back in, that should update that.
Okay. I got one other question. So I'm building out a snapshot right now, which I got for our team that I'm building with my solar stuff, and we're going to have them have sub accounts. And then I'm going to create a snapshot and send that to them. My thing that I need to do and what I want to do is when they create an account, and my thought process, it could be a simple webhook. When they create any account, since they got the duplicate snapshot of our main one, we want to have it where when that customer goes into that account, it also gets duplicated into our main account. And then I'm going to have a tag for each rep. So if I need to pull their customers up or their members or their deals up, it'll be tagged based on that sub account.
Sounds clever.
So now I'm creating all that. So if A, B, and C, they like, well, such and such, I did it through this partner. I could go in, instead of going into their sub account, going through, looking through theirs, which I don't want to do. I'm like, we could just automate, copy that, put it over here. I put a tag name to each sub account, hit that, and it'll show me all their customers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
I like
really
that, Terry.
Yeah, that's
I like
really
that. I'm
advanced,
using
Terry.
that. I'm telling you that right
Wait
now,
a minute.
baby.
Now that's put that.
I'm not in solar, baby. I'm not in solar. But that concept, I like that concept.
I'm giving value because when we was thinking about this, I said, I'm not going to be going through all that. I said, it's got to be a way that it'll all, because they got the exact same sub account, our main account. And so they all are, might as well say our affiliates. And now when they put I got the automations all built out for all the submission forms, calendars, and all that. But now I want to have it where it'll duplicate at least that customer tag to that account within our account.
You need to do a training on that, Terry. That's valuable stuff.
Well, I'm asking Bridget what part of that. That's what I want to do. I haven't done it yet, but my thought is that a webhook that I need to do for the sub accounts?
Oh man, Terry, when you were explaining this, I thought you had already discovered this that I'm getting ready to show you. So I'm glad that all the hair on your head is gone, because it will all explode when I show you what I'm going to show you right now. Inside of the workflows, let me get to one I can actually show you here.
I wish I was recording. My Phantom been acting up.
Oh, you're not going to need to record this. It's so easy. You're going to just explode.
Get out of here, Bridget. Don't tell me that. I'm going to get excited.
So all you need to do is click on the little option here to add a step, and then you'll see this option here, copy contact. That's all you have. So all you need to do is see how I can select an account. When I click there, my sub accounts show up. I can add tags. I could copy tags.
Jesus. Jesus.
Contact I know. I thought that you had already discovered that when you were saying it. And then when you were asking me, I was like,
when did they add that? When did they add that in there?
Maybe.
Dang.
Maybe 6 months ago.
Do you know I was up 5-6 hours? This morning, I just went to sleep. I've been trying to figure it out. I'm like, dang, it's somewhere in here. I didn't even see that.
Yeah. Super cool. Yeah, I actually did do a training. It was funny because I think HighLevel watches my videos. No, I don't. But I did a training about how you can copy that using those webhooks. And when we got the new, like the incoming premium webhook
Right.
inside the workflows. So
Right.
I did that training there, how you could bring it in, like you're saying, like you were thinking originally. So
Right.
you're not wrong to think
Okay.
that is possible. That is another way. But that's what I did the training about. And then it was like a few days later, they come out with that option. Now, I know, especially people with white label suite, that they were really waiting on that because you want to, when you're doing cold marketing, it's good to set up like one whole account with, we've talked about that before. So you can protect your email address. We don't have to worry about that now since we have these alternate, sending domains that we can use. But in that scenario, that's what the issue was, is that people were trying to figure out how to send that contact info from one sub account to like their main account. So exactly what you were experiencing. So now we do have that copy option.
Awesome. Awesome. Last question. I did fill out my thing. Did I do that correctly, Bridget, or did I not do the mines correctly for the license AI?
Let me see. Were you able to access the Zoom meeting in there, by the way? Did you try? I just wanted to make sure that you had access.
Oh, let me try. Let me go here, go through my membership. Let me see.
Okay, so let me see, Terry, if you did it. I do not see that you submitted your onboarding.
All right, let me do that. I must have didn't do it right, so I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna watch the video.
You should receive an email confirmation when you've submitted it.
Yep, it's fixed. I got access. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you're welcome. So now you guys see, that's why I went through all that trouble to like walk you through that process, because oh my gosh, when you're new and things like that happen, it can be so frustrating because you, the agency owner, you're like, I'm seeing you have access. What is the, I don't
Right.
understand.
So I just go and follow those instructions and get this done today. Get that out.
Yeah.
I thought it was done, but okay, so I should have had an email. Good deal.
Cool. Terrence, did you have another question? You just still had your hand up.
Oh no, I forgot to put it down. I'm sorry.
Okay. No problem. All right. Did you guys have any other questions for me today? Anything you're struggling with? Tracy?
Sorry, just one more time about the domain. So I went back in to try and set it up. Is it okay if I set it up on my main account, my agency account, the domain?
For your white label AI ads?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the actual domain that you're
Yeah,
like
so it's going to be ads.pinnacleprotech.com, let's just say, right? Instead of setting it up on a sub account where I'm like actually using that account.
Okay, so we're talking about two different things. Okay, so the domain that we're talking about in the onboarding, this is just what your white label AI ads is going to be connected to. Okay, it can be any domain, whatever domain that you own. That's what you want to put it in there, because we're going to create a subdomain, not a sub account, a subdomain of that domain. So it's going to be ads.whatever. If you choose tracy.com, it's going to be ads.tracy.com. If you choose manolo.com, it's going to be ads.manolo.com. So whatever you put in there, it doesn't matter. It's just going to be a subdomain to that domain.
Right. So is it okay if I set up that subdomain on my agency account?
Yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, it can be any domain. It's if like you're talking about, like, let's say my domain is like app.myvisionagency.com, I could use ads.myvisionagency.com.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Terry?
Bridget, on the client portal, Did you have any where we could put the little logo in there? That whole section is gone. I didn't know if you experienced that because I was building our community out, and it's gone. So I did put a support ticket, but I was just curious if yours had it because it's like that
Inside of the client portal, like in the settings?
the branding part. So where the branding, you can put the colors, you can put a logo, you can put the if you want to put a whole nother page right there where where yours is purple, but you could put an image there when when people go to sign up or register for the community.
Like, so are you talking about like in your
Yeah, this
settings?
right there. I don't have that.
Oh, you don't have this?
Yeah, mine was there, but it's gone. Or
Dun,
unless
dun.
I'm in a different section. Can you scroll up?
You broke it, Terry. That's what it is.
And I'm like, where did he go?
Hey, Terry, I was on support for 3 hours yesterday. I had the same exact thing. And they said that they did some kind of an update.
Oh, I knew. I was like, somebody hit a switch because I know I ain't crazy.
Yep, I had the same thing. So they have a few tickets from me in there as well.
Okay, so I'm not all right because I'm like, I put it in there. So now why it's gone? Okay.
So it wasn't Terry that broke it then.
Woo, all right.
You know, that really is so helpful to know. Like one of the things that I love about HL Pro Tools, when you use their white label support, is they will send a notification when there's some type of issue like that so that you're aware of it. I wish HighLevel would be better about that, like notifying us like HL Pro Tools does, because that is so helpful. Because a lot of times you'll drive yourself insane thinking, oh my gosh, what is happening here? This, is this a bug? Is this me? I have no idea. And then you just go through all these troubleshooting things. We were talking about in open office hours, how many times you have to clear your cookies and caches just to find out that wasn't even the issue. And now it's like you have to log back into everything. It's just so frustrating. Yeah, so that is one of the great things. HL Pro Tools will notify you and say, hey, HighLevel's having an issue with this. We'll notify you when it's up again. So that helps a lot. Charles?
Okay. Calendars. Are you able to like transfer them between accounts?
Like with the dates and all of that stuff?
No. Just the actual structure of the calendar. So like I was trying to make a calendar, which I did. We were talking about that this week, but I did it in one account, but I want to move it to another account. So now I'm like, oh, and I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
I'm
And
looking right now in the okay. So in the knowledge base, if you look under like snapshots overview, you'll see all the parts of a snapshot that can be like all of the parts of the snapshot that will be duplicatable. And I do see that the calendars are on here. Okay, but it says 8. So let's see, includes calendar settings for each calendar. So I'm assuming yes, if you create a snapshot. Of course, to create a snapshot of one calendar would kind of be a little time consuming because you would have to get rid of all the other stuff within that snapshot if you duplicated it. But now I'm actually going to right now, of course, I can't show this, but I'm going to go to my calendars and I'm going to see if there is an option.
because like you can share the calendar, but that's like sharing a link to the calendar. I can embed it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and you can duplicate it, but it only duplicates
within
within
that account.
that account. Yeah.
So I guess I
I'm
mean,
gonna say from what I just saw right now, I'm gonna say unless you create a snapshot, it cannot be
okay.
duplicated.
And when you're creating this, pretty much copying that entire sub account. So anything that you don't want in that snapshot, you need to delete. Once right?
Not necessarily. So like, let's say, let me get into this demo account and let me show you. Let's say that I had, just like when we talked about the update for the AI ads snapshot. So anytime you have an update, okay, so let's say that the account that you right now have that calendar in, you create the snapshot. So you go to account snapshots and you create the snap, you walk through that process. Okay. If you don't know how, check the knowledge base. So you can walk through that process to create the snapshot. Then what you want to do is go to the account you want to load that calendar into, click these 3 dots here, and then you're going to go to load snapshot, and then you can pick and choose the different actions. So if I wanted to choose this one, and let's say I only wanted, I see all of my options here, but I don't want this whole snapshot. I want to skip everything. I only want to add this AI ads workflow. I can skip everything and then add that, and then just proceed to load it into my account. When you get to this point, it'll say, are there basically checking for conflicts? If you see any conflicts, it'll show here and you can override them, or you can choose to skip them and then proceed to load that section of the snapshot that you wanted to load.
Understood.
Cool. That
Cool.
loading sections, loading snapshots into existing accounts, it just really overwhelms people. It's really a simple process, but for some reason it's just really, really overwhelming for people. But if you think it's just the whole system, you're just deciding what parts of it you want to load in there, instead of before, when I first came to HighLevel, we had to load the whole thing, and that was not as fun. Let's see, Terrence, I think you were next.
Yes, I just want to kind of like piggyback on what you said. The GH, what is it? GHL tools, GH Pro tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you did this was like maybe like in August or July of last year when you had the guy on. And of course I wasn't thinking about that now, and it's probably like it's somewhere in the future. But let me get this right: do they provide support for your clients so you don't have to?
Yeah.
Is that pretty much
they are HighLevel white label support.
Okay. So if I don't feel like, once my client base grows and I don't feel like answering questions, that's when I can get with those guys over there, and they'll be my support team, my white label support team. So it'll look like it's coming from me.
Yeah. And they have, well, it won't look like it's coming from you. It'll look like it's coming from your team member, Mark, or whatever his name is. So it's actually really great positioning, because it looks like you have a much bigger team. But they are also, yeah, they're very helpful. They provide like a white label knowledge base. They also have like a theme customizer. So like you see, mine is like purple with all the gradients and oranges and all that stuff. It's really easy to do with their tool. If you don't have their tool, it's kind of complicated because you have to add all this code and stuff like that. They have like dashboard guides that you can install, and it'll like do the tour through your dashboard. All of those things they provide to you, the agency owner, and also your clients if you choose that plan. I do have like a special offer. If you go to myvisionagency.com/HO Pro Tools, you can actually pay for a year. It's actually like paying for 3 months and getting a year for free, or a year of
Yeah, you had like a crazy deal. I remember you had like a crazy deal. He was like, I don't even know how much longer I can give this one away. But it was like, it was like what, 3 months and you get the whole year, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Bridget.
Honestly, even if you don't even include their support, just all their other tools and resources are worth that. Because I mean, just the dashboard customizer and the guides and the white label knowledge base. They even have like where, when HighLevel does like updates, like we were just talking about, they do an update. HL Pro Tools will create a white label video for you, and then they will upload it to like their updates section so that you can send to your email list and say, hey, Terrence CRM has just received an update on our website builder. Check it out. And then you can send them to your video. So they do a lot of really cool things to help you save a lot of time. Terry, next.
Yep. One last question. I know you showed this before I got on here. You go through the onboarding part, so if you get that license, I just want to make sure I'm clear on that, because I was jumping in when you were doing it.
Yep. Let me show you again here. So if you guys are a member, and you want to get your upgrade. And I do want to just make sure that you know, so this is like an upgrade. What you're doing is trading in the old stuff for the new stuff, okay? So in the new stuff, we're not going to have the cloud key tools. So no Elm Link, Elm Messenger, Elm Optimizer, all that. So basically you're forfeiting that and you're trading it in for unlimited white label AI ads manager, which is like a no-brainer thing. So what you want to do is you want to go to the start, and just so you guys know, there's no cost for this upgrade. Okay. You're just simply swapping out one set of resources for the other. You want to go to the account setup and you're going to click here, instructions for HighLevel agency owners. All you need to do is import the snapshot. You're going to load it into the account you want it to be loaded in. You're going to connect whatever domain you want to it. You're going to complete these custom values, which most of you guys probably already have this part done anyway from the other stuff. And then the important part is you just want to add whatever domain you want this connected to, you need to add the records there. So if you're using terry.com, you're going to go create an A record at terry.com. You're going to add this there. You're going to add that value, and then you're going to submit the form. I will say though, some of you are using registrars that don't like this part here. Like I think Namecheap doesn't like it, GoDaddy doesn't like it. All you need to do is just remove this part, because it actually, it will, like, it kind of adds it on the back end. So if you add it, it's like a duplication in some of them. So like Cloudflare, you don't need to add it. So it really just depends. So if you're getting an error when you add the root domain there, then take it off.
Copy. Got it. I'm doing that right now.
Cool. Is it Ida? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Yes.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
It's Ida. So thank you. First of all, I just want to say I'm so grateful. Thank you for all your trainings and all your offers. It is just unbelievable, the value that you're providing. So just want to say thank you for that.
Pleasure.
And the second thing is I had a calendar question, but I think I'm going to get some help on that because it seems like I have some issues on the back end with my account. My other question is your little chat widget that pops up with the different options. How are you able to customize that? Because I'd like to figure out.
Using Chat HQ. So let me show you, because I actually just updated that because I was working on that support thing earlier. And at Chat HQ, you could go to myvisionagency.com/chat HQ. But if you look at their website, let me get logged in. I'll kind of show you the back end of what this looks like. With Chat HQ, you're actually able to white label and resell this to your clients if you want to. Same type of setup, which is super awesome considering it works seamlessly with HighLevel. And you guys know if you're using the chat widget, it's limited, you know, it's a limited chat widget tool. But this kind of puts it on steroids. I mean, you can legit do like anything that you'd want to do here. I'm still trying to get logged in. Give me just 1 second.
Oh, you can basically buy it for your agency and be able to customize it for your client.
Yeah,
Awesome.
so you can see here, like this is like your agency dashboard. This is kind of what it looks like. If we look at like my home page here, this is where all your clients' accounts would be. So like this is mine. It's the only one that I have. So I'm just going to go in here and configure my widgets. So it's like you just basically want to choose your positioning and customize it. You have all of these different tools. What's cool, and a lot of people ask me about, so many people ask me about this. It's crazy, this chat widget, and I absolutely love it. But you can see like this contact us section here, it's connected by API to my HighLevel account. Okay, so this is my real chat widget that works in HighLevel exactly the same. Like when I have my workflow, it starts with the chat widget. It's coming from here. So there's no like other integration. There's nothing you need to worry about. It's exactly HighLevel. So all of these tools are like that. So if it's like, you can see like my book with me, this is my HighLevel calendar that's embedded here. You can add all kinds of like the live chat here, booking calendars, custom HTML forms. It even integrates with like Extendly. You can add your knowledge base library, videos, all kinds of really cool things here. And I think like the new plan, I think it's only like $30 a month or something like that for you to be able to use it for your own website.
That's awesome. Thank you. I'll look
Yeah.
into that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Janai, I love your AI image, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Real quick with the I just caught what you said with all of the cloud key stuff. So with if we do the I'm gonna go back and watch the video and stuff. But if we do the play upgrade, then all of the other cloud key stuff goes away, all the reseller license and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was going to ask you about that anyway, but okay, I'm glad I caught that.
And don't feel like you have to upgrade. If you're happy with doing what you're doing, it's fine. It's just the, again, in business, it's like the play costs me as the business owner, and also cloud key licenses cost me. So if my cost is too high, we have to eliminate something. So you can have one or the other. So it's totally your choice. Do not feel like if you're happy, with L Messenger and all of these things that you're doing and you've built into your business, nothing has to change for you. It's just an option.
Right. So if someone that like got a free version, or I don't think I have any paid members on there, but would they still have access to those?
Yeah, what happens, it would basically be the same as if you just canceled your account altogether. So it's like your account gets canceled, and then those free licenses like move over into my account.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right. And thank you so much, Bridget. You are so amazing.
You're so welcome.
You're awesome. Thank you.
You know what? Cute baby pics, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Getting so big.
I know. Ray, I'll go ahead and take you, and then we're going to, I'm going to go ahead and enter the names into our wheel, and I'm using a different wheel this time. So maybe this one.
Oh no, don't do that. My question's really quick. Do you use Chat HQ free version? You said it was like $30 a month. I guess that's right. I'm looking at
It's a free version of anything.
The annual is $297 a year, so I guess the monthly is $30
for the agency plan that you're referring to.
Yeah, there's a free and a startup, and the startup is $30 a month, and goes from there. Okay, that's all I needed. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. I have Terrence. All right, so I am entering everyone's name here, and just for those of you who are new, every time you join us for our weekly Q&A, your name gets entered into a drawing where you can win a free private consultation with me. So I want to make sure that I have called everyone's name, that I did not miss anyone. So I'm going to call your name. Okay. And if I do not call your name, make sure to tell me. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Charles, Manolo, Maria, Ray, Frankie, Ida, Janai, Terrence, Terry, and Tracy. Did I miss anyone? Nope. All righty, let's spin the wheel. Frankie!
Hey, no, two extra spaces knocked me out.
You know what? It's been a while since I won, so I was waiting for that today. I need it.
All right. I will send you the link when we're done here. Did you guys have anything else?
Free consultation.
Did you guys have anything else that I can help you with before we go for the weekend?
Have a good weekend.
Thank you so much, you guys too. I do want to tell you before we go, next Friday, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to have a workshop for setting up your HighLevel account. Since the last training that I did, HighLevel has done so many advancements and made so many changes that I actually, instead of just recording a video, I want to just go through it with you guys. So here's your homework. If you have not set up your HighLevel agency yet, make sure you have purchased your domain and you've purchased your email address that goes with your domain. However you want to do that, it's totally up to you. I recommend Cloudflare and Google Workspace, but whatever you need to do to get that set up, you just need your domain. So if you're using bob.com, you need an email address that's like info@bob.com. It's all you need. And of course, your HighLevel account. And next Friday, I'm going to create a trial account. We're going to walk through every single step of all of this with you guys, so that if there's anything that you're struggling to make sure that you get your account set up, or even if you've already had your account set up and maybe you feel like you've missed some things, we're going to go through all of that together so that we can ensure by the end of Friday, that whole weekend, we have working HighLevel accounts that we can start using for our business. Okay. So that will be next Friday. So thank you all so much for joining me. It was a pleasure as always. And I will see you Monday, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality.